What's up, everybody? Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be. This is Big Shaw. I was going to come on today at 5:30, but I decided to come on a little bit early today. Uh, got a lot of baseball games. Baseball is here. It's going on right now. It's ready to go. Um, a few things I want to talk about. I'm not going to be too much longer today, but I want to talk about LeBron James and the LA Lakers. You know, who do you blame? Who do you look at as the person to go after first? I know Frank, the head coach, he's going to be the first one to get fired for sure. What I think the Lakers should do is just clean house. You need to get rid of the problem. The problem to me before it even started. LeBron James, he the one also that decided, oh, bring in Russell Westbrook. I was, but I was called crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. So I was asked my opinion on that. Who do you think the Lakers and LeBron James should have went out? I said simple. Why not Derrick Rose? At least make him stop Dame Lillard. Make the attempt. But I said with Derrick Rose is 9 times out of 10, you can trust Derrick Rose with the ball. Russell Westbrook, look what happened. You can't turn over the again. Easy. Perfect with LeBron James. No, no, no. I'm saying maybe. I'm not saying they're going to do it. Maybe you can get rid of Anthony Davis. The Lakers is a, a great NBA franchise. When you think of the NBA, you think of the Lakers, you think of the Knicks, you think of Philly, you think of Boston, you think of Miami, you think about teams like that. So the Lakers have to dig all the way in and figure out the root of the problem. The root of the problem is the coach, because everything runs from the top to the bottom, as they say in the prison. But I can't say that word. But it rolls from the top of the hill to the bottom of the hill. So you got to get rid of the coach, of course. Then you look at LeBron James. You're not going to get rid of LeBron James. You're not going to do that, are you? No, you're going to keep LeBron James. If not, where would he go? But Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, they have to go because Anthony Davis was injury prone in New Orleans. New Orleans said, okay, bye. You can have him. He just can't stay on the court. Now, I'm not saying that Anthony Davis is not a great player. Anthony Davis is a star. You know, he is that guy. He has that name. So you look at Anthony Davis, oh, he can't stay healthy. I hear a lot of people talking mad smack about Anthony Davis. Oh, he's this, oh, he's that, he's this. But man, when he's healthy, he is on another level. I wish him luck. I hope he can get healthy. I really do. I want to see that healthy Anthony Davis and LeBron James. He's not playing the next two games. He's done for the season. Okay. Does it give LeBron James time to rest up, get ready for next year? Because he's not going nowhere. So that's what the Lakers have to do. You have to dig deep. You have to dig real, real, real deep. Go out to somebody. Who do you want? I keep saying Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose. I trust Derrick Rose. more than I trust Russell Westbrook. I'm trying not to say Russell Wilson, but I trust him so much with the ball. He's not gonna turn the ball over every day. He's just not gonna do that. So maybe the Lakers should look into that decision and look at Derrick Rose. Now, Carmelo Anthony, that's LeBron James' homeboy. Of course, you're gonna watch out for your homeboys. You're gonna watch out for your friends, right? So, okay, I'm not mad at LeBron James for bringing in Carmelo Anthony. That's his that's his number one guy. So I I can't get mad at that because you know why? Carmelo Anthony, he showed us some great signs. He really did. So now I want to talk about my beloved New York Knicks. My Them are my boys. Besides the Detroit Pistons, these are my boys. This is my team. Now I'm hurt right now with New York. I'm upset. I'm mad. New York had a great run in the beginning of the season. Then it just we just started to collapse in New York. So the same thing in New York. Have to dig deep, but a little bit deeper. How can we get better in New York? Easy. Start getting rid of the players that don't want to be there. Again, when you think of the NBA, who do you think of? Lakers, New York, Boston, Philly. New York is the mecca. Okay. If you've never been to New York, you've never been to a game. I've been to a game. You've never been there. You should go to the Madison Square Garden. I'm going to tell you why. So many great games, so many great players made their way to the Madison Square Garden and performed well. They have a great fan base in New York. They got plenty of money to splurge out. So, New York, we have to do something. RJ Barrett, to me, I'm going to say it. I've been saying it since he left Duke. He was the better player than Zion Williamson. Of course, I got told again, what do you know? You just talk sports, but you don't know what you're talking about on that. Look, RJ Barrett, he's a star. He is a great player. Even my daughter agrees. She woke up because she heard me talking about RJ Barrett. Let me tell you something, guys. He is a star. He is a stud. So we need to get some people in there, build around this young man. You know, Randall, he's okay. He's okay. I just don't like the attitude that he has. But RJ Barrett, we have to continue to build around him because he is a superstar in the making for my New York Knicks. We have to find a way to get better. But again, we have to dig really, really, really deep in order for New York to get to where they need to be for next season. If they can just again find that other player to complement RJ Barrett, the Knicks will be fine. There's no need to freak out. We're gonna be fine for next season. But we have to continue doing what we're doing right now, win games, get to where we need to get to in order to get better for next year. I want to see my Knicks get to the top. I want to see them get to the finals. Maybe I'm talking crazy when I say that, but I love the New York Knicks basketball. I love what they have to offer, but we have to get help in New York because that collapse was a very, very, very bad collapse for my New York Knicks. I'm not going to talk about my Detroit Pistons. I'm just going to leave it right there for my New York Knicks and the New York Knicks fans out there. We have to find a way to get to where we once was. A horrible collapse. MVP race. I think the MVP race is deeper than what most think. One player that I think that needs to get recognized. We need to start looking at him a little bit more is Devin Booker. Of course, the Joker and Embiid, they're going to get their respect, but I don't think we're respecting Devin Booker enough. This guy to me should should be in the MVP race. He should be. If he's not an MVP race, the NBA should be ashamed of themselves. We have to get this man in the MVP race right now. He deserves it. But I know, yeah, he's playing with Chris Paul. But you know what? That doesn't matter. Look how this man plays. He is amazing. You can't tell me that this man is not playing his absolute best. But everybody talking about only Joker and Joel Embiid. I understand. Those guys are handling their business. Those guys are playing amazing basketball. But Devin Booker, to me, I think this man needs to get the MVP recognition like everybody else. So continue balling. That's what he's doing. He's balling out there. But I'm going to switch to college football right quick. I'm not going to be on too much longer. We got spring football coming up. Alabama, Florida, Miami, amongst other schools, Clemson, Ohio State. But I have a question. My question is this: how can Ohio State rebound from last year? Lost to Michigan. They can do it. I don't like Ohio State. I like nothing about Ohio State. But I tell you this: Ohio State, they can rebound, and they can get possibly to the national championship. They have the team, but how can they rebound? Same for Alabama. They lost to Georgia. Just lost the wide receiver because if you don't perform, and I said this, if you don't perform, it don't matter what this player did in the game against Georgia because he dropped the pass. You have to continue to play hard. You have to continue to show your talent because if you don't want to play, Nick Saban is going to get rid of you. He's going to get rid of you. There's there's no uh, excuses for not playing hard. You have to continue to play hard every day. Even in practice, you have to continue to do your job. Because if you don't do your job, you will find another team to play for. You think Nick Saban cares what you did in the championship? No, because if he did, the guys wouldn't have been in the transfer protocol again. But people want to argue and tell me, "Oh, I'm wrong." How am I wrong? How am I wrong? If you're not doing your job, again, you're not gonna be on the field. This is not no little school that we're talking about. This is not no little school in the countryside. This is the Alabama University where we create legends. That's every school. That's every school you go to. You think just like a coach. If that child or that young man or young girl, if they're not playing well on that field, if they're not playing good on that field, what are you gonna do? You are gonna bench them. You're gonna talk to them. You're gonna tell them, hey, this is the problem. But when you have attitudes, you got players that don't want to listen, then you're gonna go. It's no need to even be there anymore. Because if you're gonna have attitudes, when the coach is trying to help you and the coach is trying to show you, but you get an attitude, it doesn't work like that with Nick Saban. So that's why the young man is on. You just can't do that. And I don't care what anybody tells me. You don't play hard. You don't handle your business. You don't do what you want to do. You're not gonna be there. That's period. That's just end of the discussion. And it happens every day. You know why these players hit the transfer portal? Because obviously they don't want to be there or it's playing time. You have to earn it. You have to earn your playing time. You just not gonna get it because next no, it doesn't work like that. You have to earn everything in sports. You just don't get it handed to you. You have to earn it. People are arguing with me, they'll fight me tooth and nail about that. But hey, we all are entitled to our own opinion. And that's my opinion. If you don't work hard again, you don't do your job, you don't do what you're supposed to do, you will not see any playing time in Alabama. That's how it works. That's how it should be in every school. These players think that, this is my position for 3 years. You gotta earn it. You got to earn it. It's like Clemson. They have a good quarterback coming in. Guess what? He's going to have to earn it. You got to earn it, baby. You just can't get it. That's what I like about Nick Saban. He doesn't care how big your name is in college sports. He don't care what catch you did against Georgia. If you don't do your job in practice and you get an attitude when he's talking to you, you will not be in Alabama. You will not be on that roster. It just won't happen. Yeah, I don't know what these other coaches do, but I know how Alabama is. You don't do your job, you will not be on that field. I promise you. I guarantee you. I bet my whole check. It's not much, but I bet my whole check. It doesn't matter how big your name is. You will not be on that team. So, but I'm looking for Alabama to rebound this year. Spring football is here, but we need the real season to get here. We need football to grace us with its presence. I miss it. I've been down. I've been depressed, but I've been pushing to make it through to get college football here. But I'm telling you guys, Clemson, Clemson will rebound. Ohio State will rebound. Alabama, Georgia, I don't think Georgia's going to repeat. I was asked that question last night. No, I don't think Georgia's going to repeat. I just don't think so. Tennessee, I was asked about Tennessee to give an honor to opinion about Tennessee. You know, every year, Tennessee, they can do so well. Tennessee can do so well. And then all of a sudden, they can just drop. They can just drop. And they have talent up in Tennessee. They do. But it's just they just they just can't seem to get it done out in Tennessee. You know, it's good and it's a bad thing because Tennessee they have the players. You know, they have the coaching staff, they have the fans, they have the support, but they're just not getting it done enough to say, okay, they're gonna win the East. They're gonna take their division. But we can look at it in so many ways with Tennessee and just hope, get over the hump. But can they do it? That's my question. Can they do it? Florida, they have a new coach. It's a lot of good things I want to see from Florida this year, especially the quarterback situation that they have out in Gainesville. But I'm gonna be right back. All right. I'm back. I'm not gonna be too much longer, people. I know I've been talking and running my mouth, but everything's all well here. But that's what I'm looking for in college football. Some more exciting football we got coming up. I know we're months away, but just hang on. I'm hanging on. I've been doing it ever since. But college basketball, Kansas Jayhawks, of course they won the championship. And, he been trying to start, man, talking about they cheated, but it didn't even involve these players on the incident that happened. So Kansas is all good. Congratulations to them, and also congratulations to the Lady South Carolina Gamehawks for their win. I hated that UConn lost. I was pulling for them. I'm a big fan of UConn. If you've been following me with sports, I'm a big UConn fan on the women's side. I I love women's college basketball. They play their hearts out, but South Carolina, them ladies, they fought. Them girls are tough. Let's see what else we got going on around um, sports today. The New York Yankees. I I can only hope that we can get a championship. We know where the championship belongs in baseball, and that belongs in New York with my New York Yankees. But some people don't like my New York Yankees, but I can care less. But I want to go go ahead and end this podcast. It was a pretty good one. My daughter woke up. She's kind of fussy, but the show had to go on. You just can't stop doing sports. The show must go on. But I will be back tomorrow. I'm gonna do a little show tomorrow. But I want to thank y'all guys for listening to this short podcast, and I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the day. And go Yankees!